My name is Emily Moore, and I'm a senior on the softball team at Austin Peay. I'm at home right now in Dunwoody, Georgia, and I just wanted to read you guys a book today. So what I'm going to read is Clifford, the Small Puppy by Norman Birdwell. Now, this book has a special place in my heart. See, my name is actually Emily Elizabeth, just like the girl in Clifford. And so growing up, my nickname was always Clifford. So it's just kind of a fun fact, and I really hope you guys enjoy this book. It's one of my favorites. All right. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog. Look how big he is. Yesterday, my friend Martha said, "I got my dog from a fancy pet store. Where did you get yours?" So I told her how I got Clifford. When I was little, I lived in the city. I didn't have a dog. Do you guys have dogs? She's about to get a dog. One day, the man down the hall called us. He said his dog had puppies. He wanted to give me one. One puppy was smaller than the rest. The man said, "Don't take him. He's the runt. He will always be small and sick." But I loved that little puppy, and he needed me. I named my puppy Clifford. He was so tiny, I had to feed him with my doll's baby bottle. We got the smallest collar we could find for Clifford. Look how small it is. Look at that little guy. The collar was too big. When he began to eat the dog food, we had to watch him all the time. Otherwise, he would fall in. He was so little that he was always getting lost, even in our small apartment. Look, Clifford's hiding in the shoe that the dad's trying to put on. It's silly. Daddy says Clifford was just too small. He didn't think he could live through the winter. I was very sad. That night, I told Clifford I wished he would grow up to be a big, healthy dog. I told him that I loved him. The next morning, he looked bigger to me. He seemed to have an easier time eating his food, and his collar wasn't so loose. In fact, by the time Daddy got home from work, the collar was too small. Clifford's growing fast. By bedtime, Clifford's tiny basket seemed too small for him. So I let him sleep on my pillow again. That's nice. But that was a mistake. Clifford kicked her out of bed. Next morning, Mommy thought Clifford looked different. Daddy said, "I think he's growing." What do you guys think? You think Clifford's a little bigger now? I think so. I decided to take Clifford for a walk. At the corner, I saw a big dog coming. I knew I should pick Clifford up so the big dog couldn't hurt him. I shouldn't have worried. Clifford was really growing. We ran home to show Mommy how big he was. Look, Clifford scared this dog, and he's supposed to be the scary dog. Had our apartment door grown smaller? Daddy couldn't believe it. We put Clifford in the garden to sleep that night. In the morning, the lady upstairs called us. It was about Clifford. I wonder what it could be. In fact, all the neighbors were starting to notice him. The landlord called the police. They came to see Clifford. They said Clifford would have to go. But how? He couldn't fit through the door. Can you guys see how big Clifford is? He's taller than this tree. That's crazy. Have you ever seen a dog that big? I haven't. There was just one way to get him out of our garden. We sent him to live with my uncle, who lived in the country. They had to pick Clifford up with a crane and then put him in a moving van. I was sad. I missed my little puppy, and he missed me. Oh, it is sad. One day we got a surprise. My uncle called my daddy and wanted him to come work with him in the country. We moved right away. Clifford was waiting for me. I said, "Clifford, stop growing. You are just right. So, I said to Martha, that's how I got my dog. Tell me again how you got your dog? Martha said, forget it. The end. Hope you guys enjoyed Clifford, the Big Red Dog.